Hello everyone, we are going to be doing postcard number 6 in the landscape series of postcards. So this is our last one today, and this one is really just going to be something kind of made up. It's not, I'm not following a reference picture as such. So I'm going to be using this carbon platinum pen because it's a little bit of a pen and wash one here, and we're just going to start off by getting one hill in there, and then we can then maybe put our horizon line like so. Then what we're going to do is we're going to scribble in some bushes at the top here. So I mean, it's just scribbles, do whatever. I mean, these are distant trees really, but, or distant bushes, it doesn't really matter what we're calling them really. So we'll just get some bushes in there. Then I think what we'll do is let's have some trees here, and we're just going to do the kind of outline of the trees. So this is very much just a bit of an outline here. As long as they kind of look, let's forgive them. There we go, go a bit more like that. Should I have one more? One more. Let's add one more. So there we go, we've got our trees there. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll start bringing, should we bring one forward a bit? Let's bring one a bit more forward, like so. Then perhaps we'll have them coming round a bit, or 2 or 3 here. What shall we do? Let's maybe do one here. Now that obviously these are getting a bit bigger, so that's it. And then I think we'll have, should we have one kind of, one bigger one here, one bigger one here. And maybe one there, one there. Like so. So they're kind of dotted about a little bit. We'll just do those trunks a bit more. And then we maybe what we need is something, I don't know, across here, and maybe some grasses, coming up. And then maybe we just need to kind of link these trees a bit somehow with some more squiggly bits, so that it doesn't look too, maybe something like that. Okay, so I am a little bit far away. Let me just bring this up. Whoops, where are we? There we go, a bit closer. There. so that you can see that a bit closer. And then all we've got to do for this very simple landscape postcard is to, let me bring that back up again, to add a little bit of colour. So we'll start with our sky. What am I going to use today? I'm going to use the Escoda Perla size 8. That's what I'm going to use today. There you go. And the paints that I'm using are all Daniel Smith's. In this little, I've repurposed a Carweco tin. So yes, those are my colours there. So I think for the sky we'll use Lunar Blue. So let's get a bit of Lunar Blue. I want it to be, don't want it to be too bold. So I'm just adding water now to what was there. Ooh, maybe should have let that dry a bit longer. Well, let's pause and let that dry a bit more. So let's keep going. I just didn't leave the, it is waterproof ink, but you do have to let it dry, and I didn't do that. So let's carry on and maybe get this mountain in, which we want to be, I think we'll use the same colour but slightly darker. So we'll keep going with our Lunar Blue, and we'll get that in. So that we're going across here. That's better, the ink's not running now. But that's fine, we can manage, as they say. Okay, then we want some kind of background colour for the ground. What colour shall we use? Buff titanium, maybe. Let's maybe we'll go with our buff titanium here. Yeah, that works. Wonder if I put the wrong ink cartridge in that pen. It does seem to be smudging rather. Yours hopefully won't. Right, let that dry. Okay, so sadly I obviously put the wrong ink cartridge in this, and it is not waterproof. So I've basically just gone over it with a fine liner, a 0.4 black fine liner, just to define things again. And I think we'll just use that here as well, just to bring it back out again, like so. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do next then. I think we need to have some darker bits for the bushes and the trees. So let's move to indigo, and I'm just going to mix it with that bit of what was it, Lunar Blue, that was already on my palette. So we're just going to get these bushes in. And to just do shapes for these trees. That's all we're doing, is outlining shapes. Like so. So we don't need to be too particular. Okay, I'm just going to water this down a bit, and let's see if we can just get some, I don't know, maybe some shadows going across here where these trees are, just to give it some, yeah, I think we just kind of needed that, something that will tail them off a bit more, like so. And then I think we need a splash of colour. Aussie Red Gold. Let's get Aussie Red Gold. I'm not sure what that was on my palette, but I'm not bothered. Most painters rarely clean their palettes. We just go with what's there. So let's just see if we can get a little bit of Aussie Red Gold in here to kind of give it a zing. And that's all that we're doing, really, just giving it a bit of a zing there, like so. And to be honest, I don't think we really need to do anything much more with that, because otherwise we're just going to be overworking it. But I think you can see how things kind of move forward. So I quite like that as a little landscape. Let me just bring that up a bit closer for you. Try to use a waterproof pen, unlike me. But there we go, it doesn't matter. There's always a solution if we just stay calm and stay peaceful. Then we will not panic, and we will come up with a solution. So there is the final postcard, number 6, and we will be moving on to some animals postcards next. I'm calling them postcards, but of course you could, if you've got some mixed media paper and you're making cards, you could always stick these onto a card. You could embellish them a little bit more. You could just use them as bookmarks. Yeah, there's all sorts of things that you could do with what we've done so far. So you don't necessarily have to use them as postcards. Let's unstick this with its masking tape so that we get a look at our finished product. There we go. I think that looks quite effective. One very, very simple landscape postcard to do. You imagine that on a, if I get, what have we got here? Have I got a piece of card or something? Here we go. Yeah, you imagine that stuck onto a card or something, and then you write inside it. That would be quite pretty, I think. So also, I think these are, if you haven't got much time and you just want to make sure that you're getting your practice in, that you're doing something, these little postcards don't take very long. And some of you may have heard of what's called the 100 hours a year, or the rule of 100. If you do something for 100 hours in a year, which amounts to 18 minutes a day, then you will be 85% better at whatever it is, and a good deal better than people that haven't done that practice. So the rule of 100, 18 minutes a day, a postcard a day maybe. There we go. Right, I will see you again next time. Hopefully I will have some more new things to show you. We can move on to our animal postcards and who knows what else. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Hit that subscribe button for me, and give it a thumbs up if you can. I totally understand if you want to give it a thumbs down and it's not your thing for some reason. I'm not precious about that. But yeah, take care everybody, wherever you are. See you next time.